Audio broadcast levels refer to the standard or recommended audio levels for broadcasting to ensure consistent and high-quality audio delivery to the audience. Given the importance of clear and undistorted audio in broadcast content, standards and guidelines have been developed across different regions and organizations. Here's a deeper look into audio broadcast levels. 1. Peak levels. This is the highest level an audio signal can reach without causing distortion. In digital systems, 0 dBFS, decibels relative to full scale, is the absolute maximum level before clipping occurs. Broadcasters often set peak limits below this, such as -3 dBFS or -6 dBFS, to ensure there's headroom to prevent accidental clipping. 2. Average or RMS levels. While peak levels are essential to avoid distortion, RMS, root mean square, or average levels determine the perceived loudness of content. Historically, broadcast audio was often normalized based on peak levels, but this can lead to wide variations in perceived loudness between programs. 3. Loudness standards. Recognizing the limitations of peak normalization, new standards based on perceived loudness have been adopted. EBU 128, adopted by the European Broadcasting Union, this standard targets a loudness level of -23 LUFS, loudness units relative to full scale, with a tolerance of plus or minus 1 LU. ATSC A/85, used primarily in the US, this standard recommends a target of -24 LUFS for long-form programming. OP59, this is the loudness standard for Australia, and it also targets -24 LUFS. The emphasis on LUFS helps ensure more consistent perceived volume across different programs and commercials. For true peak, with the adoption of loudness standards, there's also attention to true peak levels. Unlike sample peaks, which only consider individual samples, true peak considers inter-sample peaks, ensuring there's no distortion even when the audio is converted to analog or undergoes digital processing. The recommended true peak level is often -1 dBTP or -2 dBTP. 5. Loudness range, LRA. This metric, used in standards like EBU 128, considers the variation in loudness over a program. It helps mixers and broadcasters understand the dynamic range of content. 6. Dialnorm, found in metadata of AC3, Dolby Digital, encoded audio. This parameter informs decoders of the average dialogue level of a program. It's a mechanism to ensure consistent dialogue levels across different programs and commercials. 7. Commercials and short-form content. To prevent commercials from sounding much louder than the main content, regulations in many regions require commercials to adhere to the same loudness standards as regular programming. In essence, audio broadcast levels, especially in the age of loudness standards, are about ensuring a consistent and pleasant audio experience for the listener, preventing sudden jumps in volume, and delivering clear, undistorted sound.